Whoa.
Good morning, good afternoon. It is November 11th, 2016.
Today on the Barrel Roll Newscast,
We're going to be talking about the new Megazord
for
the new Power Rangers movie.
The Wii U is ending its production.
Tom Holland has confirmed how many movies he's going to be in for the next ever.
And speaking of Marvel news, the XMen might be in the middle of a rework. Ta-da! Welcome, everybody.
Hello. Welcome.
Oh no, there's no smiley face on the camera.
That's okay. We're good. Look at the camera.
We can
the
see
camera.
ourselves in so many different places.
I like seeing myself in many different places. You should do that parallax thing where it's like, but we don't have any.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had it on my laptop, we could do
Okay,
it.
so we're online. We're good. We're streaming at least.
Yeah,
Okay, I can exit that and I can do this.
So now it looks normal.
There we go. Everybody, hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Tony.
And this is Chris.
You remember Chris from
the good old days.
In days in which we used to do other stuff.
We're slowly building back everything. Our empire will be whole again.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Barrel Newscast.
Yes.
And let's just get
do
right into it.
Do you want to start talking about things?
Yeah, I guess.
Hold on, I gotta change some stuff first.
But that's okay.
What are we talking about first?
We're gonna. Which one do you want to talk about?
We're starting at the top of the list.
Okay, we're gonna start at the top of the list. We're gonna talk about Megazords.
There you go. Uh-oh.
I
left one thing out.
That's what I was waiting. That's what I was. I was like, what do you want to do? You want to do that? You weren't ready.
I don't know what you're talking about. I completely fixed things.
I totally thought. Last minute.
I fixed it.
Last second.
Yep.
So
behind Tony's head,
up there, we see the new Transformer.
Yes, that's it. Well, it technically is a Transformer.
It's not wrong.
Kinda. Yeah.
I had a Transformer where 3 pieces built into one giant piece.
Yes, the good old.
Yeah, this is 5. This is pretty extreme.
Good old Constructicons, right? This is the new Constructicon.
From the Power Rangers movie.
So this image dropped last week. We kind of missed it, I honestly didn't care for it. But it was the new toy, and this is basically what it's going to look like in the movie next year. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, queries, pregnancies?
I don't know if
Who's
I'm
the
a fan
father
of the wings.
Yeah, I know. Chris is going on about the wings. He's like, these wings, man, I don't
know.
The
wings throw me off.
No, I totally agree with you. Like,
I don't think it should be there.
What is the problem with rocket boosters?
Maybe rocket boosters with wings flapping.
No, that's just for show. He actually has
it's
rocket
an accessory.
Boosters. He actually does have rocket boots on the bottom of it. It doesn't show off his sweet sword, his sweet power sword.
It's probably hidden.
Yeah, it's going to be it's one of the accessories.
What if there is no sword?
I was already out, so and then I'm extra out.
It comes out of the hand.
Well, that's what it looks like. It looks like there's pieces.
It looks like an Assassin's Creed.
Hidden blade
out
thing.
the top.
Yeah, it looks like a hidden blade, which I kind of I get it. Kids would like that. It probably tested better with kids. So
and to be fair, I know. To be fair, that's who this movie is for.
Correct.
It's for the kids.
I thought that about the Ghostbusters movie too. I thought, man, this Ghostbusters movie is going to be all right. We've had enough movies. We had enough, cartoons and comics and video games. This movie's for the girls and all the girls who want a strong female protagonist. And then we got a pile of shit.
What I don't get about this about the Zord,
the Transformers. There's a high resolution version.
Yeah,
of it.
I got it.
Excellent.
Now we're really looking at it, folks.
No,
if that's the power sword, I'm severely disappointed.
It's the power dagger. It's the power.
I agree. It's like Assassin's Creed, though. It's not,
yeah, it looks like
it's going to be like a hidden blade.
My biggest thing is though, is all the mesh.
One,
I don't know what the other. Something will
like
shoot out of this. Yeah,
it's probably all
or a shield.
It's probably also worth noting
maybe.
This is a toy, so there's probably they went a little bit too liberal with some of the accessories, so that gun probably doesn't exist.
Yeah, don't worry about the accessories so much, but like all the mesh, this is supposed to be
armor.
A bot.
A bot. It's actually like
each leg is supposed to be a Zord, right?
It used to be the Sabertooth and the Triceratops.
The blue and the yellow.
And look at those feet.
You get those feet, and if you go, if you look at the kind of the,
There's some
Right
claws
there,
here on the
it's claws.
hips. Yeah.
so it kind of connects.
It's bulletproof armor. That's what it is.
But that's what it looks like, Kevlar mesh.
Just in case you get shot at.
Because that's what I'm worried about.
Hold on, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, pink, red,
Yellow.
yellow, black, blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all make up essentially the
looks
torso.
It still looks ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's something new.
It's new.
It's new, and that's in a reboot thing. I'm not sure if that's where you exactly want to go. Is it new? New?
I feel like
Without those touches
Well,
of
it's the same,
old.
but it changes.
What they need-
a bit,
Yeah.
right?
what would be the best way to do it is handle this is at some point in the movie one of the guys are picking up some of their toys from the box and then picks up the old Zord and they're like, puts it away.
I think that's too cheeky for this movie.
I
don't
know.
know.
That's what
like,
I
for
would
me,
want.
That's what I would want. But I feel the way they're going with this movie, that's not the way it's headed.
I know.
Those feet, though, that's killing me.
The wings.
And the
I think it's the wings for me.
Like, I want to see that photoshopped without the wings. If it looks decent without the wings, then sure. Because it literally doesn't require them.
I don't know.
wings everywhere.
Maybe
Okay,
there's
they're
maybe there's no rocket boosters on the bottom of his feet. And
How could there
wings.
not be rocket boosters on the bottom of those things? They're huge.
Maybe the black things on his waist is the rocket boosters.
No, those look like more like guns.
You think they're like...
That's what I thought.
Like I
That's
think
like
I think he
holsters or
has the sword
something.
on one hand, and then it's kind of like a shield on the other,
Maybe.
and
A
then
plasma shield
and then the
type
guns are kind of
Sure.
at the hip.
Well, this is just a preview of what is to come. It
It's-
might not be
Yes.
this like piece for piece,
Yeah,
but
It's one of those things.
It's
I
worth-
guess we wait and see. But
yeah.
the toy is,
Toys always leak first.
but the toy is not as, I don't know. Like there's a lot of iconic shapes when it comes to Zords with the Power Rangers,
Right.
And this one does not feel.
like I think that looks like a shield in the other hand.
It's totally
Yeah.
looks like a shield.
So I think that's what it is. It's gonna.
We're flipping for
We're going through pictures.
yeah for
folks.
those
Yeah.
for those who are listening on the audio side. We're flipping between the original Megazord and
Yeah.
the toy one here. So if you want to do that with us,
And maybe in action, this thing will look different. Who knows?
exactly.
Yeah,
That's the if it's anything, it's like a proof of concept kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it looks very different from the
Yeah.
original.
very.
Yeah. Either way,
Yes.
We'll
Moving
see.
on. Yeah.
it's one of those things I'm willing to wait and see.
I know. I'm still pretty conservative about it, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I know once a trailer drops,
A
I hope
full
we
trailer.
see
Where we
as
can
a
see it.
whole.
Like a
Yeah.
full trailer of like the suits and the
In
Zord.
motion and yeah.
or even Bryan Cranston as Zordon. That would be cool.
I'm fine with it that leaving until the movie. There's some things I like if
Yeah,
I don't see Zordon until the movie, I'm okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
more I want to see people.
it might be the last
meat,
thing.
the meat and potatoes
It
of
might
it.
be the last trailer.
Maybe,
You see him.
or it's
Even
like
if you just hear his
it'll
voice.
it'll open up with his voice saying the whole find me some teenagers with attitude.
I think that goes against the whole we're trying to make this not the cheesy show from the 90s.
But and we've went over this
Alpha 5, bring me teenagers with attitude.
and you know what we've gone over this ad nauseum. It should be cheesy
It should be, but
Should
they're trying to,
be,
I
but
think,
it-
escape that in a weird way.
in a Transformers kind of way.
Yeah.
Newest Transformer, guys. Moving on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did it good this time.
You did good.
I
Yeah.
fixed it this time.
You had it good.
The Wii U is ending its production. There's no
So-
more new Wii U's being made.
So this came from a report a couple weeks back, probably just after the Switch dropped its trailer, or Nintendo dropped the Switch trailer,
Yep.
where people started looking into when they're going to end production of the Wii U. Obviously, this thing's coming in March.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to the Wii U? And a lot of insiders were like, no, the Wii U is going to be done production like that week.
Yep.
Whatever week that was. And
Yeah.
so now Nintendo has officially gone on instead that sometime in fall.
Yeah.
Not fall, next year. Early next year, they're going to stop Wii U production.
Yeah. I mean,
Which, it's sad.
That seemed weird to me because when the PS4 came out, they still made the PS3s, did they not?
But the PS3 was doing well.
It was very successful.
So that's like Nintendo with the handhelds. They
Yeah.
come up with a new handheld and they're like, we are still going to...
It's sort of
Yeah, we're still going to support the whatever.
it's
so
a
when
courtesy for the older people.
when the DS came out, like the first dual screen, they're like, oh, we're still going to support the Game Boy Advance. Game Boy is one of
Yeah.
our lines.
And they supported the Game Boy Advance and the DS for years.
It was at least a year before they
No,
started
I was-
slowly.
Well, I think after the DSi
Yeah.
and the DSi XL, but
And then all of a sudden, the Game Boy Advance is just it's gone. You're like, all right, because it
Yeah.
did well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was an old enough.
The Wii U, they're just like, get them out of your household. Here's the new thing.
Yeah, but this, I think the
Oops.
the take. Yeah, exactly. The takeaway is that shit, this thing only lasted like what 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing because the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 lasted well over 10 years.
But I mean,
Yeah.
they still supported the Wii even after the Wii U came
Yeah.
out. So that's
And
this
so
one's just this console where they're like,
It's
you're
almost
getting
like
a Zelda
Spi-
game and then we're done. Merry
It's-
Christmas, like
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, if you don't want to buy the Switch, then you still got one lasting thing for it with us. I mean,
Well, it's funny how many people online were even talking, going, "Oh, I'm getting the Zelda for my Wii U because my Wii U deserves one last good game," and I'm going, "All right, my inanimate object doesn't care."
Mm-hmm.
I love my Wii U. I've had some fun times with my Wii U, but when the new Nintendo comes out, I'm
Yeah.
getting it with the new Zelda game.
it's
Yeah.
as much of a pun as it is. It's almost like it's a fresh slate for Nintendo.
Mm.
Get it?
Yeah.
Because it's a slate. Tablet.
Well, but they catch up now graphics-wise.
they don't even need to. That has never
But
been
they
a
kept-
Nintendo thing.
concern.
But
Yeah.
now they get the third-party support because that's why third parties kept leaving, is because
I just-
you couldn't support their games.
Mhm.
Now you can. But
Yeah.
now you can click and
Yeah,
go
And it's
Yeah.
and it's basically the same controller configuration you're going to find.
everywhere else.
Yeah.
And that was Graham's big thing is, he sees Skyrim, and then he sees the guy click, click, and, like, walk away playing Skyrim on an airplane, and he's just like, I never have
an
to
airplane.
stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can actually, there's a little kickstand, so you kick it out, and you sit it there, and the controllers do this, and they're
Have you ever
wireless.
seen this?
No, I
Oh,
didn't
we'll
actually
show
see
you.
it.
We'll show you
Okay.
the Twitch. We'll show it to you
We'll
later.
show him.
I'm
We'll show
not a Nintendo person.
We'll
I'm
show him
Sony.
Graham watching later.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool little features, and then there's
Yeah.
some dumb stuff that they show in the trailer where they're trying to
The
show
mini
off.
controllers.
They're trying to show
Mini
off,
controllers.
but it kind of
We'll see.
Yeah,
a
we'll
lot of
show.
that trailer
Okay.
is very proof of concept, right? So
Very.
it might not even look all like piece for piece for what it is you've seen in the trailers.
Yeah, but
So,
if it's
it might
anything
look-
close to that, again, if you can pick up Skyrim and walk, Graham will never ever stop playing.
Right. Even if it's a little bit bigger too, like as long as it still does prove like what they're
Yep.
doing in the trailer, it's gonna be
Again,
fine.
if I can take my Zelda with me, and sure, I might need to actually get like I have my side bags already.
Yeah.
So if it goes in there beside my laptop, that's how I live from now on, I guess.
Yeah. And that's really
Those
really
two things just carrying around.
and that's really interesting because a lot of people are saying the opposite too. They're like, we really want this console, but we will never undock it. And then that's good. That's having
They say that now.
they have that option though. I think that's
They
really
say
cool.
that now until they're in the middle of something and going, well, if I'm on the bus for an hour, like,
Well, I think how
I have to poop.
how the society works right now, Logan, it's going to be an interesting to have that option of either always on the TV or always on the slate or
Sure.
however you want. That's just nice to
Yeah.
have that option.
But that's what I
And a
mean.
lot
And
of-
now that you can take those third party, like, take Call of Duty with you.
Or
Yeah.
even a JRPG if you
Sure.
want.
They're
right?
trying to get you slightly active while you play these games.
That's okay. That's
Points while you're playing Call of Duty.
get your play point.
You get
play
more
coins.
experience for the more you walk around.
You gotta
If you're
use
walking
play-
while you're playing, you gain extra points. Do you have a knife out as you're running around?
and vomiting everywhere. Motion sickness for everyone.
And that's part of the trailer. It shows Mario Kart, and they're playing in the back of like an Uber.
yeah. It's
So they like
ridiculous.
plug it onto like a selfie
Standee.
stick, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's two of them in the back seat playing Mario
this-
Kart
keep in
while
mind,
the
this-
car is driving.
The screen is only about this yay
yeah,
big.
yeah.
Oh.
And so
And
we'll
you go-
show it to you
Okay.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
We're
going,
painting a really weird picture for you.
why would you play it like that? Oh my god, so
So
many people.
yeah.
growing up.
we'll paint a picture for you later.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, Wii U doesn't need to be made anymore. That's
Yeah,
just
that's the sad.
Yeah.
That's the sad portion of this.
But there you go.
Moving on. Tom Holland has. We were always wondering how many Spider-Man movies were going to come out of his contract.
Well, and this
Now
whole
he's-
Sony deal too.
right, and so now he's full on. Sort of said how many movies he's on. How many movies is he signed on for?
And
Six.
there
Six
you go.
movies.
Again.
6 movies.
Chris, for
Six.
those saying it for the people who are listening instead of watching.
Thank
3
you.
Spider-Man movies, 3 I'm gonna show up wherever.
Yeah.
Movies.
Which it's fine. And
Yeah.
Well, that's what everybody signs on for, and then
That's
there's
the typical class. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're
They'll add more
Sebastian
later.
Stan, who signs on for like 10 movies.
that's what I was saying before. I'm like, if Marvel was like, we want 6, and I'll be like, I'll take 20. Well, we don't need you. I'll take 20. I will play Spider-Man till I am 80. You know how Stan Lee does those cameos? That'll be me.
You know, old man Logan.
Yeah.
How about old man
Spider-Man? I'll get you, Sonny.
Man, the
These web shooters ain't what they used to be.
The Stan Lee cameo in Logan's gonna be weird if he's gonna have one in there. Because he's gonna be as old as Logan.
Seeing that movie.
I don't know
Maybe
if they
they're in
can
a
fit
seniors
camera.
home together.
Maybe there's something weird that
old
happens.
folks home between him and Patrick Stewart.
That is.
Just them playing chess with each other.
If someone actually dies in that movie, you just show them, and that's like a post-credit thing after they die. Everybody's in heaven just chilling with Stan Lee.
So Tom Holland on board for 6 more appearances.
Yes,
that's good news.
Yep.
And I can't remember. Does this already include Civil War and
not.
Homecoming? Or is
this would be Homecoming?
This includes
Homecoming
Homecoming
would be one.
because I don't think
I think Civil War was its own contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would assume that Infinity War
1
both
and
those
2. Yeah.
movies will be 2 of them.
I think those are way too early to talk about right now. But
No,
No, because they've already talked about
Honestly-
it. There's gonna be
honestly, I
heroes.
think I was surprised he didn't show up at the end of.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
not really.
No.
No.
You guys have seen it already, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
Okay, we can talk about it. I didn't want to drop anything on you guys.
In the post-credit show. But I'm not... I would like to have seen him because he lives in New York and that is a very...
But New York wasn't a big emphasis.
No,
No.
it
on that
really
movie.
wasn't.
So
yeah,
not seeing him was not a big.
No, it wasn't.
And the
not a
scene
big
we
deal.
got and sets up better for everything else coming down the pipeline.
Correct. So,
So,
Homecoming, another Spider-Man follow-up after that,
Yeah.
and then some cameos here and there sprinkled in for good measure.
If they do Iron Man 4, he'll probably show up.
I can totally see that.
yeah.
You
Well, 'cause
almost
Robert
have to.
Downey Jr. is in Homecoming.
Yeah, so they just switch
And-
the roles
And the way that they've developed those two character relationships,
Yeah.
they almost have to go two and two
Yeah.
together.
exactly.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
cool.
excited.
Yeah,
Because I like Tom Holland. I'm excited for the Homecoming.
I'm excited for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, every time it's on screen, I get a little bit excited, and then for the last
Well, they keep
five times, other than Civil War,
they keep dropping pictures from on set, and like they have him sitting on a fire escape with the mask half pulled up, talking on the phone with like a sandwich in his hand or whatever.
Oh,
and
did you
you're
see the
like-
ones where he's like sideways, like standing sideways on the
But
pole?
you're sitting there going like, "That's Spider-Man," and that's in the other movies. He'd have his mask like full off because you want to see the actor. He's pulling off the whole like I'm
bottom
talking on
piece.
my phone, so I'm just gonna raise.
Well, if he's sitting on just somewhere kind of lower to the ground, you can see why he.
but
the
other actors,
when the other actors were pulling off their masks, they were higher up, so no one would be able to see them.
well, 'cause they
Anyways.
took Tobey Maguire's mask off
a lot.
constantly.
He did the half kiss.
He
That
did the
once.
half kiss,
That was
but then
once.
it's like the subway when he stopped on a subway, just like full on.
Well, yeah, they need to see his face. It's also worth noting they finally confirmed Michael Keaton's role.
The Vulture.
So that's really cool.
Yes.
I'm very much excited that we're basically getting Batman playing Birdman playing the Vulture. Just
Nine.
bam. So
Let's get crazy.
so that's cool to hear. Even though we basically knew that going
yeah.
in, but
Do we know who's playing J. Jonah Jameson yet?
I don't even think he's in this movie.
He better be.
They should.
They should save that for a post-credit scene.
And that could be the surprise.
That could be-
I'm okay with the surprise.
And the fact that it's just going to be, what's his name again?
J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons
He
all
can't
over.
be.
Too bad.
No.
I want
He
it.
is now Gordon.
Yeah.
No one gives a.
I know those. Yeah.
No one gives a shit
Yeah.
about those movies.
Hey man, the next one could be good.
I say that all the time.
I know.
I had
Even
hopes
though-
for Suicide Squad.
Even though Flash keeps losing its director.
I know.
Eventually that one will come out.
The eternal DC optimist team.
Hey, I'm a fan of their TV shows.
The CW
their animated films are actually.
Oh,
I started
yeah.
getting into that. That's really good.
Oh yeah,
Do not get me wrong.
All of their
The
animated,
only thing they can't do is live action movies.
Yeah.
yeah, those animated ones, even though they're really not canonical. By the way, Justice League or Young Justice season 3.
Yeah, Young Justice. New cartoon.
Young Justice season 3 is coming. Anyways,
DC nails it everywhere else.
Except for the live action.
Except for those live action big budget
Ugh.
films where they drop millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah,
And they still can't do
And
it
they
right.
still can't pull it off
Yet they can
because
get
they're
artists.
idiots.
Yet they can just do a regular TV show.
Well, because the TV shows, like Arrow's dark,
Yeah.
but there's lighthearted pieces to it, which keeps
I think
it.
it's starting to get lighter.
And it did start
It is
getting
getting-
lighter,
it's
especially
getting
when,
lighter.
It's when
like
he-
the Atom shows up, and especially once Flash started, all of a sudden they noticed they could start
Doing all the
doing
metahuman-
some light stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and the Flash, honestly, on
That's just
super light.
Yeah.
But and then even when they mesh,
They acknowledge the fact that you can't kill people. This is my city. It's my rules kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
yeah,
It's
but
like,
they
it's so it's
when
so
they mesh,
crazy.
it's not like it all of a sudden turns into this like dark toned.
No.
It finds that nice combo between the
It's-
two, and they
yeah.
mesh.
It's like they're doing what Marvel's doing with their movies.
It's crazy like that. But that's like where I sit there going, DC, either take the people who write the television shows and have them write your movies, or
No, but the TV shows
Well,
and movies can't mix.
that's fine. They don't have to mix.
They do
can't.
technically mix, but they're just not officially confirming it.
But you
How?
could take
Multiverse.
multiverse.
Oh, yeah.
But you could take those writers. They don't even have to write. Abandon all of your TV actors and just have those writers write for the big screen.
I feel like
because
the
they
ri-
clearly know what they're doing.
I feel like the writers are a little too attached to the actors, though.
They are, but
between
at the
Grant
same
Gustafson
time-
and Stephen Amell, and even some of the Legends guys.
But at the same time, like even DC, someone talked to Paul Dini, who wrote the old Batman animated show, who wrote some of the Arkham game. Like, big writer who knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Even the video games for DC are
Yeah.
pretty good.
Paul Dini wrote the Arkham games.
Yeah, even those
Like-
are pretty
Yeah.
good.
So they try. Apparently, someone asked him if they'd pulled him in to like talk about the movies, and they wanted him to come in and consult, but they didn't want to pay him. They just wanted to like have him come in and look over things to see how things were going. And he's like, "You want my help? You can pay me."
Yeah.
And it's like, why aren't they paying Paul Dini?
That fire everyone else and
I
have
don't
him write it.
Done. You'll have a good movie.
It makes too much sense, though.
Sorry.
And so, yeah, you get weird inanimate monsters in Suicide Squad now.
Well, that's so they could keep the rating down.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah.
Just make it R-rated and just do it. Honestly, whatever.
But then,
Then the Joker would be better.
Yeah, that makes too much sense.
did you see?
That-
Well, what,
That was my problem with that movie.
that was a big problem with that movie for me.
Harley Quinn was actually not.
Harley Quinn's
Terrible
okay.
for
Yeah, they got almost.
It was
all-
Joker. That was my problem.
Every time it comes up and I'm going, you don't feel right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not even the actor's fault.
No, I don't blame Leto.
Well,
Well,
kind of.
He wanted to do way more with that character. That was his thick shtick.
I don't know.
I don't exactly blame Leto, but at the
I
same
kind of do,
time,
because-
yeah, he could have pulled it a different direction too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Anyways.
there was a short on YouTube that I watched where they had a guy dressed as the Joker,
Oh, I showed you this one.
Yeah,
right?
you
I'll show.
should- yeah.
I'll show it to you later. Okay.
where he comes in and it's like, why are you ruining everything about me? And it's actually
It's-
DC's big plan.
It's we'll show you. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It is wonderful. I watched it before I watched Suicide Squad, and I was like, that can't be true. And then I watched Suicide Squad,
yeah.
and I was like, that sketch is very accurate.
Yeah. All right.
So beating that dead horse more dead.
Yeah, because we talk about DC every week.
Yeah,
but that's
almost.
cool.
Speaking of other movie comic book like things,
Sticking on the Marvel side of things, though, but not Marvel Studios.
Not quite. The X-Men's movies are kind of being reworked. Is it X-Men 7 that's going to be coming out next if they do another one? Is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Do you count the Wolverine?
No.
Because Wolverines are their own spin-off, so
Yeah,
okay.
X-Men, X2, X3, First
First
Class,
Days of Future
Past,
Past.
Apocalypse. So
So,
this
yeah,
would be
seven.
the seventh movie.
Yeah.
So X-Men 7, quote unquote asterisks. They're not sure if they're going to be doing it, but if they are, they're going to be reworking a lot of the actors, re-signing some contracts. A lot of characters or a lot of actors' contracts kind of done. Fassbender's done.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence is done.
Jennifer Lawrence
is done.
James
and
James McAvoy is also done, and obviously Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are probably done. They probably bring them on a per movie basis now.
That would be a per movie thing.
Yeah.
You would not get.
So
yeah.
they're probably pretty expensive, and so. And you mentioned this as well that they're going to be doing the Dark Phoenix storyline more.
Yeah.
Rumored. So
And the way Apocalypse
ended.
you
Yes.
could totally see that and how they could do that.
Yeah, that was totally setting all that up. And
Yeah.
for people who already read the comics, who watch those older movies, that doesn't exist. Like, they know that's what Jean Grey's character does.
Yeah. Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
In my opinion, this is the perfect time with Logan ending.
for the...
To
them
kind
to-
of restart.
Well, it's perfect for a restart, but at the same time, it's perfect for them to actually talk to Marvel and figure some stuff out. And
Yeah,
everybody
it
can
would
make
be
a
good.
butt
Good
ton of
idea.
money.
Because if you look at how successful Spider-Man's doing for Sony,
Yep.
it'll
I
make
think that
them...
might be their motivation.
Right? Because that's like...
And that's what I'm kind of
Mar-
waiting for. Once
Mar-
Homecoming comes out and Sony's like,
Oh.
we did no work and we've made $1 bajillion. Fox will be like...
all we did was have to flip the bill, basically.
Pretty much, it's like... Marvel's just like, okay, you put in this much money. It's like watching the Home and Garden Network. You put in this much money, we'll make your home worth this much.
Yeah.
You
We
would
just-
have
we-
no work. You just
we
have
just-
to give us.
we just need to share. You don't even need to give us. You can flip the bill. We're just gonna make it together. We'll make a good X-Men film together.
Together. Sony,
They're
Marvel's just like, Sony, thanks for the money.
Yep.
See,
Together. Yeah.
Well, if they started working together, I could easily see Jackman coming back.
Oh yeah, no. Hugh Jackman is
Just
been,
to be,
For that
just
one,
to be in
Hugh Jackman has
Avenger
been
movie.
very
Yeah, that's what he's
adamant
been
about
waiting for. He's like,
Right.
I want to see like Wolverine versus the Hulk so bad.
I could see it
I wouldn't
happening.
want, if they rebooted though, I don't want him as Wolverine again though.
No.
Unless he's willing to do it for like another 10 years.
Yeah, because Marvel plays a
Yeah.
long game.
Because that's my problem is like
And
you get
Wolverine
him
is a-
for one move cameo, totally, and he deserves something.
to be in there.
Right? Like
Yeah.
for a character role that he's been playing for over a decade.
But
Yeah.
if you're rebooting and you're coming back to the Marvel franchise, reset everything.
And you know what? With
and then
the
it becomes a hard task of
with the-
who do you have as Wolverine?
that's
short squat. Don't go Jackman. Go short squat like gruff Wolverine.
right,
Do it.
And younger.
Do it
Right.
for real.
and make him a little bit younger so that you can hold him for a couple years.
He doesn't have to be. The actor can be younger,
Yeah.
but he.
No. Yeah. The
Yeah.
actor. Yeah.
But Jackman was young when he did Wolverine.
Again, decade ago.
Early,
Yeah.
I've seen those.
early 30s, wasn't it?
I've seen
Yeah.
those. I've seen
Yeah.
those cross comparison pictures.
But I know, like, the difference between Jackman then and Jackman now, like,
Yeah.
woof.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
really buff. It was super awkward in Days
Yeah.
of Future Past.
But that's what I mean. This is the perfect time for them to go back to Marvel, and the only person you keep from the X universe is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can without any issue whatsoever.
He'll make reference to
Because
it.
he can make a reference to it, and you're like,
You looked really different, like about 10 years ago.
well, but he can even show up at an X-Men thing and be like, Wolverine's showing up. It's like, I remember you being taller. And,
Yeah.
done.
Just
Yeah.
like offhanded. Which Xavier is this one now again? Is it Stuart McAvoy?
Who are you?
What are you talking about?
But yeah, I feel if they're refreshing and rebooting and not bringing anybody from Apocalypse or anybody back,
Now's a good
talk
time.
to Marvel.
Yeah.
And with them with the old man Logan storyline, they totally can. I mean, they're not gonna do all of it. They
No.
they don't have Hawkeye. They don't have any of those major
No.
players for that in that comic. But now's the
But with Logan being done and Jackman being done, like,
'Cause really
honestly, he was holding everybody together.
Yeah.
Like, at first it was, all right, you got Patrick Stewart, who is totally Xavier, and Jackman was on, and you're going, all right, he did a good Wolverine. That was a good Wolverine. And then as he just kept growing, you're like, he is Wolverine now.
Yep.
yeah. He's got the hair.
Like,
he's
let's
got-
face it, he's...
Yep.
Everybody else they've added, though, you're going, all right. Like,
It's-
all right.
I could see it. Yeah.
But you're not like, oh, they are that like,
Yeah.
And so it's tough to see where they're going with the next one because they haven't really confirmed another X-Men.
then the MCU can bring Quicksilver back.
Well, are they doing Gambit still?
Yeah, yes. It's,
So
That's
With-
like
what's his
saying
name?
it's like the same thing of Sony saying they're still making a Venom movie. It's like, really? Are
Yeah,
you really
really.
going to still do that? I think at some level they have to say that they're still doing it, but no one's actually working on it.
I don't know. And I don't know. But
Maybe
yeah,
we'll see a real good Gambit now, but if Marvel's going to help them with it.
yeah.
what was his name?
Channing
Magic,
Tatum?
yeah.
Yeah,
Magic Mike
Channing
was gonna
Tatum. Channing Tatum.
be Channing Tatum.
I don't think that
He
was...
grew up in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. He doesn't look him.
Yeah.
He doesn't look the role. He can sound the role, but he doesn't look
He's
the
too
role.
buff to be
We'll see.
him.
We'll see.
Yeah, he needs to be scrawny and...
Yeah.
Not super scrawny, but...
Skinnier, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Again,
yeah.
thinking back to the '90s cartoon of what we expect to see on.
Exactly.
'Cause that's where every reference comes from. It's like '90s cart. Turn that into a movie, and we're done.
Just give me a real good Jubilee.
Yeah, because that's what
Is
I
there
care
a good
about.
Jubilee?
No, that's the problem. We have no frame of reference for a good Jubilee on screen.
All I want is a good Jubilee. There is no such thing.
I want to see something
comics,
so stupid. I just want to see it.
That's why when they first started talking about that Marvel Heroes game that you can play for free,
Yeah.
that was their MMO that they were going to come out with. That's what it evolved into.
A good Jubilee?
No. So what happened was they were like, okay, every server, when you log in, there will be a list of heroes. Once you pick that hero's yours, and no one else can play as that hero. That was their initial idea.
Okay.
So that you would populate a world, so essentially New York,
Yeah.
as you were Wolverine. And no one else was Wolverine.
Huh.
And that was their first idea, and everybody's like, you're going to have a ton of servers filled with, like, who's left? Jubilee? Because no one wants that character.
Razzle dazzle.
No, that's the Dazzler, Tony.
Yeah.
I know.
There's already the Dazzler. Jubilee
Shit,
just sits
yeah.
there like, giant distraction!
Secretly, she's the most powerful character in the game.
So that's when they abandoned that idea going, all right, because that...
Touche.
Yeah, people said it, Marvel's like, good point, because everybody's pretty much racing on there to grab Wolverine, Spider-Man, like, let's face it, you're grabbing
Captain America.
specific people.
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh, you can unlock characters, and we have a bunch of Spider-Men running around, but when you team up, you can only have so many people on your team.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have 6 Spider-Mans running around, essentially.
Well, the Spider-Verse happened.
Yeah, I know.
The Spider-Verse happened.
But that's what I mean. So they calmed down. So essentially, it's now the Marvel Ultimate Alliance game, but online and playing with strangers, who, of course, you don't want to actually play with because no one likes playing with strangers for like a co-op game like that.
Who knew?
Whoa. Especially in a game like that where there's a story and you're walking through levels and that kind of thing. It's not like Overwatch where, you can play with strangers and be like, oh, this team's good, I'll stick with you guys for a while.
Yeah.
Or this team's bad, skip out. You're in the middle of a dungeon essentially going,
Yeah.
And it's not like Warcraft where people have been playing long enough. This game is...
It's still pretty
Brand
fresh.
It's not fresh.
They renew it every year, though.
They renew it all the time. Like, it gets updates like nobody's business.
Yeah,
but
they put the year at the end of each release now.
But at the same time, you're sitting there going, it's like playing, I don't know, it's like playing Ultimate Alliance, not next to your friends, and not knowing whatever. Why is, like, Mr. Fantastic running off in that direction? Don't ask questions. Billy just does what Billy does. All right. Do you need help? Like, so.
Okay. So with that, the main show's come to a close.
Yes.
Join us for our post-credit show, where we talk about what we've done this week, what movies we watched, what TV shows we watched.
What games we've played.
Yes. That's a bit about that.
Graham might not be here, but we still have some Graham watches in the can.
Yeah,
that we'll be releasing this week.
He did a few things for us.
It's like we planned for this.
If you like what you saw here, come check us out. We've got a website. It's www.barrelrollnews.com.
If you like what you see and you want to maybe have us do more dumb things on the cast, you can give us some money at www.patreon.com/BRNN.
And if you like this video, subscribe to us on our YouTube, like us on Facebook, share us, retweet us on Twitter. We've got our podcast, subscribe there. It's on Google Play, it's on iTunes.
We're on everything
Except Vine. We're not on Vine.
We're not on Vine, we're not on Snapchat.
No Instagram.
No, we don't. There would be nothing to Instagram.
Yeah, we could Instagram like before.
Yeah.
Us setting up.
Yeah.
Here is Nick holding a computer. Here is us plugging in a microphone.
This is like 10 seconds of us just talking about shit.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Maybe. That's not how it happens.
You can actually get that. You can get the pre-show.
Yes, that's
with our Patreon.
That's a good segue.
Well, we already talked about the Patreon.
Yeah,
so either way,
come check us out.
Yes, and thanks for joining us.
Goodbye, good night, good morning.
Bye.